Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Jim from Jim Shape Coding, and on episode 24 we are going to focus on something that is called dictionaries. Now, dictionaries are one of the more common ways to store information in a comfort way, and we will show in a second why. So in order to show you, let's just assume that we are going to write a program that is going to describe a friend that we have met. So let's put a variable name like name and call this guy John, and let's say that his age is 30, and let's say that his phone number is something like 111-22333, something like that. And we will give another variable type, just for example, like height, which is equal to 180. Alright, so I'm talking about centimeters, obviously, but the point with creating 4 separated variables could be wrong in this case, because those 4 variables are actually related and has a connection with one person that his name is John. So what we can do is storing this information in a variable type called dictionary with a formula that is called key value. And a key value type of information is actually exactly like this. So you having an attribute and you are having a value of that attribute. In our case, the key value relationship here is actually the name is the key and John is the value. So let me show you how you can turn those 4 variables into one dictionary. So let's just make some enters here and start writing a dictionary. So we could create a dictionary like this. Just open the curly brackets, alright? This stands for dictionary. And actually, we have a convention here to press enter here, so this is going to look more clear, and we are going to start with creating dictionary in this way. So what we have here in the left side is actually the key, and in the right side the value. Now the point is, this person has more than one information, so you just can add more key values like this. All you have to do is add a comma, and I can continue on adding something like age is equal to 30, and pay attention that I can specify integers here, so this is why there are no quotes between the 30. And inside the phone number I can also create the same thing. And finally, I can specify the height, and now I can do this with 180. Now pay attention that all keys are in strings. So this is a must rule here. So you have to keep your keys inside quotes. It doesn't matter if it will be in single quotes or double quotes for now, okay? In the future, if you are going to work with something called JSON, then it is best practice to work with double quotes. And if you want to know more about JSON, comment below in the comment section, or you can just type in Google to gather some information about that. So now we finished to create our dictionary. How we can access some dictionaries items. What we can do actually now is accessing all these keys with the square bracket. So all we have to do is, let's start with the print function and then hit that person variable, and now we can put here the name inside that square bracket, and what this will do is actually returning me the value of the name key. So if we run this, you'll see below that I get John back, and let's try to do that with age, then it will show me 30 back. But pay attention what will happen if I'm inserting here a key that does not exist, for example something like that, and now if I run this I will get a key error that is going to return me what you see here below. So in this particular example, Python is going to break the program if you put here a key that is not inside that dictionary. Now let's move on to some more important methods that we have in dictionary. Actually, the methods in dictionary are very interesting, and we are having methods to return just the keys of dictionaries or just the values of dictionaries, or both. Okay, so now I can go on and print the person once again, and right after that I can press the dot, and what happens now is I see all the methods of dictionaries. And I want to show you what keys is going to do, and I also want to show what values is going to do, and finally I also want to show about the items method. So let's just print each of them and see what we get back. Alright, so in the first example, what we actually get back is the keys of this dictionary in a separated list. So this could be useful, for example, if you want to check if a specific key is inside that dictionary. So this is kind of nice and could be useful. And also you have the same logic for the values, all right? As you see, you have a list of all the values that are inside that dictionary. And finally, we are having some variable type that actually we learned about in the previous episode. And you see all the key values are separated in tuples. Now, this could be useful when you are, for example, want to make a for loop, and you can actually iterate through each key and value in parallel, all right? And let's show actually an example of how items could be useful. So let me just leave the items here and comment this all actually, and let's put some new code right there. So what can I do is actually making an iteration in a for loop. So let me just show you. So let's start with for key value. In purpose, I'm creating one variable right now in person.items. And now what I can do is actually print that key value. And what we are going to get back if we run this, we are getting the tuples as expected. But the beauty of what can I do here is actually making two separated variables. And now I can go here and print something like with formatted string, the key of, no, let's just fix that to something like the value of key is value. And this will enable you to have more control in your dictionary. So as you see, I have all the sentences down below as expected. And one final method that I'd really like to show you is the get method, all right? What the get method is going to do is actually checking if a key exists in your dictionary, and if it does, then it will return its value. So let's just try to print an example of this one. So what we can do is passing here the name key as a string, and if I try to print this, excuse me, let's just print one more time. All right, and now we have the value as expected. But if I put here a wrong key name, this will actually return me none. So actually the get method is kind of a different from checking some value with the square brackets, because the square brackets will throw you an error if the key is not exist in that dictionary, and the get method will just search for that key you specified, and if it does not exist there, then it will just return you none. And this is it about dictionaries. I hope this one is helped you to understand more about dictionaries, and make sure to take that exercises in my website, so this could help you to be more familiar with dictionaries. Alright everyone, please don't forget to crack the subscribe button and like this video. I will see you in the next one.